Alright, I'm looking at the commodity indexes. I'll just take a look at USCI and GCC. So in the Wyckoff method, as you know, we're supposed to take a look at the index, and this is an index. But that's not really what I'm concerned about. What I'm concerned about is there's breakouts that are quite significant, and both of the indexes show it very clearly. I think that obviously oil has something to do with it, but I think both of these are equal weighted. So they're not, a lot of the commodity ETFs and stuff like that, they're heavily weighted in oil. And after that, I think it's the metals. But oil is like a significant part. I mean, you might as well just trade oil. But these are equal weighted, both of them. And there's something going on that makes me think that there's some type of bull market on the horizon for commodities, because they've really been slammed, for quite some time. So this is the daily chart. You can see from the backdrop that you basically had a downtrend, and over here I don't think that trend is in effect anymore. So over here also on the lower chart, this type of behavior I think the accumulation happened here, and then there was a shakeout, and now it's already in markup. You see this? I think that range right there, this range that I'm pointing to, was the accumulation. Underneath that, this entire thing is a shakeout. Alright? See price coming right back into the area of the range. And this is a maneuver that's used by the CM a lot, where they have a range and they give a false break. But in this case, it's more of a shakeout because it's like pretty deep, and then this, the bull market arises in commodities. So I think that it looks like a significant I think something's going on in the commodity. I really think, because the behavior here is a different type. It speaks of accumulation, and it speaks of a pretty strong trend. But now the best thing to do is take a look at the weekly, because the dailies, it's not like a primary trend, so you don't get that from the daily. So let's take a look at the weekly, because my gut is telling me that there is something going on here, and commodities are in a ready to look at this. You see this behavior here, where you have a downtrend. That downtrend broke, and then you had a consolidation. Now you're having breakouts, and on the lower chart, this is also very interesting to me. You had it was in a very steep downtrend, and then it rallied, then it pulled back to test, basically near the extreme low, tested the low bar, and now it's like in that springboard type of formation. So obviously the top chart looks more bullish, and I need more confirmation. But I think that this thing is setting up for a pretty significant move. You know, quite a significant move. And I'm trying to look for more clues to see if this hanging out right here, you know, with the higher lows, is really a springboard. If it is a springboard, then and this trend line breaks and price continues higher, it would really confirm a move into the markup phase. All right, and a move into the markup phase is very, very lucrative. And this is not on the, you know, on no 1 hour chart. We're talking about a weekly chart. All right, which means a major move, major move. My trend short term has turned up. The other trends are still down, so I'm not too crazy about that. Like the medium, the lower time, the longer time frame, and the primary is still down. The short term has turned up, so you know, just wait. Maybe there'll be absorption and a big thrust, and that, you know, that would probably set up the launching pad for markup. Otherwise, this could upthrust and go right back down. So, but what I'm seeing is really, I'm seeing something else here, and that's like that the market made its extreme low, you know, in 2016. After that, there was a rally up. It may have been corrective, or I'm not really sure. But after that rally, you know, you definitely had some type of corrective behavior that was extended for quite some time, and eventually formed a base. And now it really is looking to me as this thing is going to go berserk. But again, I'm not saying it will or won't. I'm just saying that that is a possibility, and to keep my eye on it to see if that materializes. You know, the higher chart, the GCC, that's clearly broken the trend line. It has rallied, it has pulled back, and it's going higher. You know, we'll see how it hangs out around the tops, which are, I don't know, like 44, around 44, and see if there's pressure there or not. But you know, this area is untested. Up here. That area right there is untested. You know, so I think maybe a point figure. It's time to do a point figure. What'll be interesting is, you know, if I can do the point figure from this left-hand side. There's a lot of volume that came in there. To this right-hand side. You know, if that's that there's a count there or not, that would be a big count. You know, left-hand side, you know, in the middle, and then bang. So I think that would be interesting. Anyway, just keep your eye on this if you're interested or not.